Okay, we have been working on double-digit multiplication. Can anybody give me a double-digit number? Natalia.
22.
22. Good job. Good job. Can anybody else give me a double-digit number? Tara.
34.
34. So 22 times 34. These are both double-digit numbers, so double-digit multiplication. We have not only done the old-fashioned way, but we've done double-digit multiplication using another method also. Do anybody remember?
So like the box that we use and we put the numbers there? Right.
All right, so we use the box. But do anybody know the mathematical term for that box? Because it's not just a box, it's a fancy name.
Partial product.
We do have partial products in the boxes, but what is that method called? It is called an array. Array. And that is one of the things we've still been struggling with. If you agree that you've been still struggling a little with arrays, raise your hand, a little. So we are going to learn how to break apart our numbers to solve our double-digit multiplication using arrays. Are you wondering why we have these?
No. Yeah.
Anybody have any idea why we have these?
Oh, you bet.
Why might we have these?
To help us with the to see the what is it, like to help us like see with the hundreds.
How much is this worth?
100.
This is worth 100. Everybody, how much is this worth?
100.
All right, and what is the next one? Hand me one of these.
10.
How much is this worth?
10.
This is worth 10. And these little bitty ones are worth?
1.
These are worth 1s. So our numbers, we are going to deal with hundreds, tens, and thank you, Natalia, and ones. This is what we are going to deal with. Now, in order to do our array, we have to know how to break apart this 22 times 34. We are going to start with 22. So the number 22, do we have any tens in that? Do anybody see any tens in the number 22?
No.
Nobody see any tens?
No. What's that? Yeah.
Let's look at our place values. What place value is this?
1.
This is 1. So what's next to 1?
10.
Okay, so do anybody see any tens now? If you see a tens, raise your hand. Alexis, how many tens do you see?
2.
You see 2 tens, but is it only a 2? How much are these 2 tens worth? Hold up your 2 10 rods. Everybody get out 2 10 rods. 2 10 rods. 2 tens. So get out 2 tens, Alexis. How much are these 2 tens worth?
20.
They are worth 20. So right now we have the 20. So we have our tens from our number 22. That's worth 20. And Tara, do you see any ones in our problem?
1. Yes.
How many ones?
4. No. 2.
We're doing this one, I'm sorry. So how many ones do you see?
2.
So we have 2 ones. So 20 plus 2 gives us our 22. So everybody, I want to see you put 2 10 rods down and then 2 ones. Yeah, you can put it on your little paper. 2 tens and 2 ones. Tara, do you have a question? All right, put those 2 on your paper, your 2 tens and your 2 ones, because that is our first number. 2 tens and 2 ones. All right?
1 to 10. How about them?
And that, thank you, Natalia, because that's exactly what we're going to do. These 2 tens are worth 20. So I want you to write, you got 1 10 rod. I want you to write, just like I have up here, I want you to write 20 plus, and then you put your 1, 2, scratch, move that over a little. 1, 2, 20 plus 2. So that's our first half of our array. You have that down, your 20 and your 2. 20 plus 2, awesome, 20 plus 2. Now we still have the second part to our double-digit multiplication problem. Edwin, read me this number. What's our next number?
34.
So our next number is 34. I have 2 digits. Natalia, do we have any tens?
Yes.
How many tens?
3.
And how much is that worth?
3 times.
3 tens is worth
30.
30. Good job. So 3 tens are worth 30. So look, this is my first number, 22. Now my second number is going to go on the side. So Natalia, what did you say this 3 was worth?
30.
This 3 is worth 30. Edwin, how much is this 4 worth?
1.
So this is the ones. So how many ones do I have?
4.
We have 4 ones. So now we have 4 ones. Good job, good job. So we have our 30 and then our 4. But you know what? I want you to turn your paper over. Turn your paper over. Move your stuff out the way. Turn it over. Because now in our boxes, we are going to solve this multiplication problem. And Tara, I know you are so excited. You are busting at the seams. But give me 1 minute because I want to make sure we go through step by step so everyone else understands it. Because I know you're getting it a little more than some other people, but we got to make sure the whole group gets it, okay? So we can all advance together, okay? So, I can kind of split this box. This will be my 20. This is my 2.
The 4.
And then I have my 30 and my 4. Okay. So, I need a quiet hand. I need someone to tell me what are the first, let me erase these 2. What are the first 2 numbers we are going to multiply to give me an answer in this box? Go ahead, Tara. Just tell me, what are the first 2 numbers we're going to multiply in this box?
1 times 3, that would be 600.
So not 2 times 3, but what's the whole number? Read the whole number.
20 times 30.
All right, so in this block, we're going to do 20 times 30. Get this on your paper. 20 times 30. 20 times 30. And I want someone, so make a box. Make a box like this on your paper. And in the first box, you're going to put 20 times 30. 20 times 30. And I want you to show me your answer for 20 times 30. I want you to put your place value box right in here. If this equals, 2 10s, I want you to have 2 10s rods. If this equals 100, I need 100 rods. I want you to show me with your blocks what is the answer to this. Pull it out, good job. So think about it. What did Tara say? 20 times 30 equals what, Alexis? What's 20 times 30? 600. 20 times 30 is 600. So with your place value blocks, I want you to show me 600. Can everybody show me 600? Edwin has 600. So count this for me. 10, 60. How many do I want? 600. Where are your 100 blocks? Where are your 100 blocks? Good job, Alexis. Good job. You can just move, just move them over to the side with your ones. Now, where are your 100 blocks, Natalia? Hundreds, hundreds. So how many of those do we need?
6.
We need 6 of them. Very good. Show me 6 of them. Show me 6. All right, everybody show me their 6 blocks. 6, 6, 6. We have 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Awesome. Everybody has 600 blocks. But we're not finished. And I'm going to erase this so we can have some extra room to solve this problem. What is the next step? Because we did this. We did 20 times 30. Oh, I see a lot of excited people. Edwin, what is our next step?
2 times 30.
2 times 30, which is?
60.
2 times 30, which is 60. Use your place blocks and show me 60. Because you show me 600. Don't get rid of your 600. Keep them out. We're now adding 60. So show me 60. What will we use to show 60?
10.
We would use, very good, Emma, we would use our tens rod. How many tens rods, Alexis, do we need to show 60? How many tens rods? We need 6 of them. Did you have 6?
Yeah.
Good job. Everybody, you should have 6 tens rod next to that stack of 600 cubes. So I should see 6 10 rods and 600 squares. So put them right next to each other because we are not finished. You can keep them stacked up that one. That was okay. Or you can put them out. Whichever works better. So we are still working. We have 4 blocks and I only have 2 of them filled. What's going in this block? Tara.
4 times 20.
4 times 20, or I'm going to start up here, Tara. 20
Times 4.
times 4. You got that, Emma? What's 20 times 4? Do this, Emma. What's 2 times 4?
8.
And then we just add a 0, so we have,
800. 8.
what is it? 80. Do you have enough to show me 80? Show me 80. Use your cubes to show me 80. 80. What would you use to show 80? We need to count by what to get to 80?
10.
So you would use your 10 rods. Good job.
7, 8.
Very good. So how many 10 rods do we need, Edwin, to get to 80?
8.
We need 8 10 rods. Do you have enough, Natalia?
Yeah.
Awesome. You need some more?
No.
Oh no, you have plenty.
Yep.
Plenty, plenty. We got 8, we got 8, 8.
Yeah.
And we have our last block to finish this off. Alexis, what are our last 2 numbers we're going to multiply to give us a partial product in this last box?
4 times 2.
And once again, I'm still going to start with the top, but it's the same thing. 2 times 4, group in unison, what's 2 times 4?
8.
8. 2 times 4 is 8. So, how would we show 8, Tara? How would you show 8? Would you use your ones, tens, or hundreds?
1.
And how many ones?
8.
Awesome.
8. I got 8. I got 8.
Awesome. So,
Oh, shoot.
I want you to do our last step because we have 600, 60, 80, and an 8. Quiet hand. Woo! Quiet hand. What do I need to do with these numbers? Natalia.
Add them.
Add them up. Instead of adding them, you're going to use your cubes on your desk. You're going to add them up, and I want to see the answer on your paper. So use your cubes and count. I don't want you to add the numbers. I want you to use your cubes. Where all your cubes, put all your cubes together. Make sure you have 600, 60, 80, and then 8. And I want to see the answer on your paper. Yeah, so these are all of yours that you need, so you don't need these. Okay, so just start with these and start adding. Got. You should have 6 tens and 8 tens. Yes, you're going to add them all, and then you only had 8 ones. Remember, you only had 8 ones. Alexis, if it would be easier for you to write down your numbers, you can do that. You too, Tara. If it's easier, if looking at the models are overwhelming, you can write your answer down. I'm waiting for an answer. I'm going to come around and see an answer. Look like Edwin might have an answer. Oh, you got an answer? If you want, you could go ahead and just add your numbers, because it might be easier to see numbers instead of models. Okay, your 2 answers are close. I didn't figure it out. I didn't add it yet, so I don't know which one is right. Okay, this is funny. All of you are a little off. I don't know how. You might be right, so don't change it. If you want to re-add them, so recount. Just take your time. Make sure you're just adding. These are all zeros. Oh yeah, so. All right, do everybody think they have an answer?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Edwin, you're going to do it. Okay, so Edwin did it with the models and added. You did it both ways also. You add it.
Oh.
So, you want to come up and do it?
Yeah.
Natalia, come in and add. Let's see what the final answer is, because I am not sure. I did not do it.
I know.
Let's see if you got what she got, Edwin. All right. Thumbs up if you agree with 748. Agree. You don't agree? Come show me what you did. Come show me. No, you're good. I want her to show me. So let me just rewrite it. Don't change anything, Natalia, because we don't know yet. All right. Tara, I don't want you to use that. I want you just to use what you know about adding. Put that down. Put that down. Because I think that might have confused you a little. All right. Go ahead. Let me see what you know about adding. Step to the side. Step to the side. Was everybody watching Tara solve her problem? Can somebody give Tara one thing she should have done differently? Edwin. Okay. So, Tara, let me help you out. When we add, we start in the ones column. Point to the ones column. Oh, we just did ones. We did ones, tens, and hundreds. Where's the ones column? Okay. This is the ones column. This is what column, class? Tens, and this hundreds. So you have to start in the ones because you kind of worked backwards. So yeah, start in the ones and let's see if you get the same thing that Natalia got. Go ahead. Step back. Check you and Natalia. Do you have the same? Yes, they are correct. So we have to remember to start in the ones column. Because when we start in the hundreds column and work backwards, it was the wrong answer. So we have to start smaller and build bigger. Build bigger. No, we'll just keep that up there. All right, and the last thing we will do today, we have a paper. We've been working with our hundreds, our tens, and our ones, okay? You're going to look at how many hundreds they have, how many tens, how many ones, and you're going to write the number down. Because up here are the answers. So if you find an answer and it's not up here, that means it is wrong. Because these are all the answers at the top, okay? So look at your papers and match the circles at the top with your cubes. What's your name? Back there. So count your hundreds, and as you count, you might want to write that number. So if I have like 5 100 blocks, I might want to write that 5 so I can get that one out the way. And then when I get to tens, I may want to write that number. And then ones, Tara, over there on the other side of my desk. Yeah, we need a garbage can up there somewhere. Anybody have any questions? Anybody don't understand the directions? Yes.
Do you have to write the number that you get when you count them?
Yes. Yes. So after you count these, it's going to be one of these numbers, and then you write it there.
I don't get this.
Right.
I don't get it.
Okay. So let me explain it again. In this first box, I'm going to count my hundreds. I'm going to say I have hundreds, and I'm going to write that number down. So however many hundreds you have, write that number down. Write it in your box. And then I'm going to count my tens. I'm going to write that number down. However many tens. And then however many ones, I'm going to write that number. But all my boxes might not have hundreds, tens, and ones. I'm just writing down the digits that they have, writing down those place values. Okay, and if you find it at the top, exit off so you can keep going. You have a pencil?
Oh, yeah.
And the reason we're doing this is because once you know your place value, it's easier to separate these numbers so we can do the array model. So we're just practicing place value, and then tomorrow we'll do more of the double digit once we know our place value. Look, don't add. How many hundreds do you have? So write that number. You're just writing a 4. So write that. Just write a 4. How many tens do you have? Or just how many? Not 20, because how many? 1, 2. But the 2 is worth how much?
20.
Okay. So this is what you should have so far. 4, 2, and how many ones do you have?
4.
You have 4 ones too? Is 4 ones in that first block? How many ones?
8.
So this should be your number. Because this number corresponds with what your models are showing you. It's showing you 4 hundreds, 2 tens, and 8 ones. Okay? You guys are doing an awesome job. Oh, good job. Whoa, you're finishing. Look at that. Let me see you start putting up your cubes for me, please. Good job. Looking good. Good job. Awesome. Are you finished? Let me check it out. Look like you guys are getting it. Awesome. You can put your cubes up. So far, you got 100% that one. I'm going to tell you so far, 100%. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do one more. Yes. Awesome. 100%. Put your name on that outline.
Done.
All right, we're going to do one more because now that we understand the place value, we're going to solve one multiplication problem and then we will be finished. Finished with math. I am going to read a word problem. Turn your paper over, flip it over. Yes, the paper you just did, flip it over. I'm going to read a word problem. Oh, that's fine. I'm going to read a word problem, and I want you to draw the array that goes with this word problem and solve it. So you're going to have to draw the array that goes with this problem and solve it. Susie loves her dog. She bought 11 bags of catnip candies for her cat. Each bag has 13 candies in it. How many catnip candies did Susie buy in all? So just go ahead, draw the boxes. Tara, we're doing this one. Draw the box, and I want you to use the array model to solve that problem. Anybody need me to repeat the problem?
Yeah.
All right. So Susie loves her dog. Oh wait, that didn't make sense. Susie loves her cat. She bought 11 bags of catnip candies for her cat. Each bag has 13 candies in it. How many catnip candies did Susie buy in all. So on this one, you might want to write down the numbers that you heard. Susie loves her cat. She bought 11 bags of catnip. So what's your first number you're writing? She bought 11 bags of catnip. Write that up here.
Like this?
Write your first number. Each bag has 13 candies. Write your first number you heard me say. She bought 11 bags of catnip. Each bag has 13 bags of candy. So don't forget, we know place value, and don't forget, I have 4 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget, I need to break apart those numbers. I need to break them apart. And I need to break my numbers apart. Don't forget. Don't forget, I need to break my numbers apart. One number is going here, broken apart. The other number is going here, broken apart. Don't forget, I can't just put my numbers. We're separating them into their place value, into tens, ones. Very good. What's your final step with all those partial products? What's your final step? Awesome. Go ahead. You know what goes there. Keep going. You're doing great. Yeah. Very good. Yeah, you remember. Go ahead. Awesome. I like what you did there. I like what you did there, Natalia. Make sure, go back, and make sure you don't have too many zeros. Make sure you have just enough zeros, because that will get you a little confused. Don't forget, these multiply by these. The ones on the top go to the ones on the side. So in this block, which 2 numbers will be multiplied?
Like this?
What's the number at the top? Nope, you already did that block. We're not over there. Times what number on the side? Yeah, good job. So now you're going to the bottom and doing the same thing. The number at the top multiplies the number at the bottom.
This?
So this number will multiply which one of these numbers? Very good. All right, you added it up. You added all your numbers up?
Yeah.
So you have, this doesn't match that. Which one of these are correct? Is it this one or this one?
That one.
All right, so take one of those zeros away. All right, so that's that. Got this here, got this, and this. So look at this. We have, what did you multiply to get this? Write the problem right there. What 2 numbers did you multiply in there? And what does that equal?
30.
And why did you have that? What is this?
Added as a 0.
No, we only do one block at a time. You're moving them over in someone else's block, so erase one of those zeros. All right? So you did that. And this block, what do we multiply here?
1 times 10.
Which is
30.
1 times 10.
10.
Okay, make that 10. We got a couple different answers. All right, guys, I'm going to work this out. What was our 2 numbers? I said Susie loves her cat. She bought 11 bags of catnip, and each bag had 13 candies. Tara, break up 11 for me.
Break up 11.
How many 10s do I have?
Okay.
How many 10s do I have in 11?
1.
I have 1 10, so that's a 10. How many 1s do I have, Alexis? And the number 10. I mean, the number 11. We have 1 1. Natalia, 13. How many 10s do I have?
1.
1 10, which is a 10. And then Etwin, how many 3s do I have in 13? I have 3. Natalia, what are my first two numbers I'm multiplying?
10 plus 10. Time.
What are my two numbers I'm multiplying? 10 times 10, which equals what, Natalia?
200.
Let's just do this. 1 times 1 is...
100.
Very good. Edwin, what are my next two numbers I'm multiplying?
1 times 3.
1 times 10, yeah, we could do that. 1 times 10, which is what, Edwin?
10.
Very good. Tara, what are my next two numbers I'm multiplying?
Oh yeah.
That's 5.
3 times 10.
Very good, and I'm going to do the 10 first because it's at the top. Equals what, Tara?
10.
10 times 3.
It's 10.
10 times 3. If I have 3 10 rods, how much is that worth? 3 10 rods. Count by 10s.
10, 20, 30.
So how much is 10 times 3?
30.
Very good. And Alexis, what goes in this box? What am I multiplying? 3 times 1. I'm going to do 1 times 3 equals 3. Now we have to add this together. I have 100. I have 10. I have 30. I have 3. Tara, what's 3 plus all these zeros?
Because all those zeros. Oh, 3.
3. Edwin, 1 plus 3.
1.
And then Natalia, 1 plus 0.
1.
1. Did anybody have 143? 143. You have 143? Good job, good job. Well, thank you. Thank you, guys. Tomorrow we will do some more of this because we're still struggling a little, but we'll keep working. We'll keep doing it. So thank you very much. We're about to get up and transition.